With the first selection of the 2011 first-year player draft, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Gerrit Cole, right-handed pitcher from UCLA. The Seattle Mariners have the next pick, and they are now on the clock.
So there you have it. The big 6'4", 220-pound future ace from Santa Ana, California. Gerrit Cole goes #1. Back in 08, the Yankees drafted Gerrit with the 28th overall pick. He never negotiated with the Yanks, as he was determined to attend UCLA, where he flourished in 3 years. In 2010, he struck out 153 in 123 innings. This season was his least successful of his 3 college years, going 6-8 with an ERNIE over 3. He did strike out 119 and walking just 24 in over 114 innings, but he's a true power arm who sits between 96 and 98 miles per hour. The Pirates go with Gerrit Cole at #1. Harold, you thought this was going to happen. What kind of pitcher is he in your eyes?
You can't pass up that arm. I love him, and I think he's the type of guy that can adapt and make some changes. He did that this year. So let's go back and break him down, get a look at what Gerrit Cole looks like if you haven't seen him before. Here's a breakdown of him. You know, I'll take you through this season. Yes, he's got the overpowering fastball. He's going to bust the clock at 98 miles an hour and be able to go after the guy and do different things like that. You saw Roger Clemens right there. Roger was a dominant pitcher in the college ranks as well. But he's a guy that's going to throw 98. He's going to throw a breaking ball. And the other thing is he changed his arm slot a little bit. So when you do that, you're able to continue to maintain that velocity. This is why he becomes the #1 guy.
When I look at him, again, his grades are top shelf. And I think the only thing that has been missing with Cole has been his ability to command the baseball. Again, when you look at it, the 8 fastball, this guy can throw the ball up to 98, 99 miles an hour. I think he's going to pitch better at 95, 96 with late light. He holds his velocity deep into the games. He's got a power slider. Changeup's a little firm. The big issue with Cole is going to be the ability to command the baseball. And again, I think he's got a little bit of roughness, a little head whack in his delivery that can be fixed. But again, this is a big, durable, strong kid that you want to throw into your system and go.
Peter, are we worried at all that he was 6-8, that this was his worst statistical season of his college career, and now he's the #1 pick?
No, because of the way the Pirates looked at it, he is that horse. And the Pirates have got some pretty good young pitching, but he's the guy that you look at and you say, with that body, even if he doesn't end up winning 20 games, he's going to end up being able to pitch 220 innings a year for a long time. And that's really important because, again, we mentioned earlier, when you're going from pitching once a week to pitching every 5th day to the minor leagues and it gets the grind in the 2nd year, 3rd year, 4th year, you've got to have a guy who's got enough endurance to be able to handle it.
All right, let's take a look at him. You know, obviously we're going to go back and take a look at him. We saw Clemens a little bit, but that's really not the guy I want to compare him to. Let's go back and look at Cole. Here he is, 98 miles an hour against Arizona State. This is in the 5th inning of this ball game, and then he's got a little slider to go with it. So the fastball-slider combination. But they did hit him this year. And I think a lot of times when you throw that hard, your ball is straight. So I went back, I said, what happened in 2011 compared to 2010? Here he is in 2010 pitching the USA team against international competition. The biggest thing I saw in 2010 was he dropped the arm 3/4, a lot like Roy Halladay. All right, and all of a sudden, what happens when you go 3/4 instead of over the top? You get unbelievable movement. So here's the ball starting in. Look at this, the movement he gets to shoot back in on the right-hander. So this was his natural motion, and I know in college they want him to get up here, maybe work on the control a little bit better. I loved him from 3/4 because of that movement. And you get a guy throwing 98 with that kind of movement, you can forget about it. Now we saw what Pittsburgh was able to do with Charlie Morton this year. Morton changing his motion a lot like Roy Halladay. I just think if he goes back 3/4, they got a guy that's going to get there awful quick.